There are some benefits to cold showers that are backed up by science, but there are also many that aren't, and today we're going to go through both of them. We are going to talk about the 3 things that science says are true about taking cold showers, and then the other stuff that is not necessarily backed up by scientific data, or has some serious caveats attached to it. I want to start with the good news, so let's talk about the 3 scientifically proven benefits of cold showers. The first benefit to cold showers that science does agree on is that they will make you more alert. In one study, researchers had participants take a 30-degree Celsius cold shower every day for a month. They found that this group showed improved alertness, mood, and general well-being throughout the entire month. This is because the cold temperature stimulates your sympathetic nervous system. This is also known as the fight or flight response. Your body thinks it's being attacked by a bear or something and reacts accordingly. This causes the release of adrenaline and noradrenaline, which elevates your mood and increases your focus and alertness. But as I said, this only lasts for about 24 hours. You have to keep taking the cold showers to keep experiencing the boost in alertness. Also, in another study, when they compared a 30-second cold shower to 30 seconds of ice bath, they found no difference in terms of the impact on mood or performance. So don't feel like you have to suffer through an entire cold shower if just a quick dunk in an ice bath has the same effect. The second benefit is that cold showers may improve circulation. There are studies that show that taking cold showers can cause blood vessels to constrict, which then causes them to dilate once you warm up afterwards. Improved circulation is especially beneficial to people who suffer from cold hands or feet because this could help reduce the symptoms. However, the same caveat applies here that was mentioned earlier. A 2017 study found no difference between taking a cold shower and an ice bath for their effects on circulation, so an ice bath may be a better option. Also, it should be noted that while cold showers may improve circulation in the long run, immediately after a cold shower, your core body temperature actually decreases, and this can be dangerous for people who have certain heart conditions. The third benefit that science agrees on is that taking cold showers will increase your endurance threshold. In one study, athletes took cold showers for 4 weeks. They started off with 15-second cold showers and gradually increased the duration until they were taking 2-minute cold showers. At the end of the 4 weeks, the group reported feeling less fatigued during exercise and could exert themselves for longer periods of time before exhaustion kicked in. Taking cold showers also led to an increase in their pain tolerance. They were able to work out for longer at higher intensities. This is likely because cold exposure triggers a stress response in our bodies, which then activates mechanisms that boost our resilience. It's kind of like how you have to train your body to lift heavier weights over time. By exposing yourself to cold temperatures over time, you teach your body how to respond and it becomes less shocking each time. So those are the 3 benefits of cold showers that science actually supports. Now let's get into all the other stuff that you hear people talking about. One of the most popular claims out there is that cold showers will burn more fat than hot showers. Some sources claim that this is because brown fat is activated in cold showers, which burns calories to generate heat. The problem with this claim is that there is very little evidence to support it. Yes, there is a study that showed that cold water immersion activated brown adipose tissue, but this study didn't look at people taking showers. They looked at people who were submerged in cold water. The researchers also used a special camera that measured the temperature of different parts of the body. And even with this special camera, the only significant activation of brown fat was in the areas that were directly exposed to the cold water. This makes sense since the main function of brown fat is to keep the organs warm. And so when you submerge your whole body in cold water, obviously the core temperature needs to be regulated. But when you take a cold shower, only about 10% of your body is exposed to the cold water at any given time, meaning that only 10% of your brown fat is activated. On top of that, we still don't know if brown fat has a big role in overall weight loss. It is probably important for regulating body temperature, but its contribution to overall energy expenditure seems to be quite small. Even the researchers of the previously mentioned study admit that cold water immersion doesn't seem to have a big impact on weight loss. As far as the evidence goes, the only way that cold showers may indirectly lead to fat loss is by making you more alert and increasing your endurance, which may lead to more physical activity throughout the day or more intense workouts. If you start taking cold showers now and next week you stop eating pizza and start working out twice a day, then yeah, you will lose weight. But it's not because of the cold showers, it's because you changed your diet and workout routine. Another claim out there is that cold showers will reduce muscle soreness. There is some limited evidence to support this. For example, in one study, they had half of the participants take a cold shower immediately after exercise and the other half wait 2 hours before showering. The next day, the people who took a cold shower reported less muscle soreness. However, this study was poorly designed. They only had 18 participants and they took a 30-minute shower. That's not exactly realistic. I mean, who has time for a 30-minute cold shower? Also, the people in the control group showered at room temperature. It's possible that showering with hot water would lead to more soreness the next day. But again, we just don't know because it hasn't been studied. I did find one study that had people submerge themselves in cold water for 10 minutes after exercise. They found that these people experienced less delayed onset muscle soreness than a group that spent 10 minutes in a warm bath. However, I still wouldn't trust these results because the sample size was extremely small. They only had 6 participants. Another problem with this study is that the people in the control group spent 10 minutes in a warm bath. The issue with this is that hot baths can lead to a phenomenon known as a heat shock response. This leads to the upregulation of heat shock proteins. These proteins protect your muscles from damage, which reduces soreness, so this might explain why the control group experienced more soreness. Like I said, we just don't know because it hasn't been studied. All in all, if you do experience a lot of muscle soreness, it might be worth giving a cold shower a try after your next workout. But don't expect it to make a huge difference. Finally, we need to talk about the claim that cold showers can boost your immune system. This is perhaps the biggest letdown on this entire list because it turns out that there is zero evidence to support this claim. Not only is there no evidence to support it, but there is actually evidence that suggests the opposite. Taking cold showers can temporarily weaken your immune system. This is because your body has a natural defense mechanism against cold temperatures. When you expose yourself to a cold environment, your body tries to prevent the cold from reaching your core. To do this, it prioritizes sending blood to your vital organs. This means that less blood flows to your lymph nodes, which are responsible for housing immune cells. This makes your immune system less effective at fighting off pathogens. This is why you often hear people say that you should take a cold shower when you are sick. Taking a cold shower when you are sick is likely more harmful than helpful because it weakens your immune system even further. On top of that, recent research suggests that exposing yourself to pathogens might actually be a better strategy. For boosting your immune system, pathogens from dirt, microbes from the soil, all of these can help prime your immune system and make you less susceptible to getting sick in the future. So maybe instead of taking cold showers, you should try spending more time outside and letting your body interact with nature. So those are the scientifically proven benefits of cold showers as well as some of the more questionable ones. Don't get me wrong, cold showers can definitely be beneficial. Taking a cold shower in the morning can help you feel more alert and focused throughout the day. It can also help improve circulation and increase your endurance threshold. Just don't expect it to magically boost your metabolism or cure your autoimmune disease. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, and as always, thank you for watching.